Good afternoon, MHS. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated for a moment of silence. Happy Monday, fellow artisans, and welcome back. I'm Blaine Maxwell.
And I'm Elias Elsner, and here are today's announcements. Class of 2022, be sure you're checking the links at the SSC for the latest and the greatest on scholarship and financial aid information. In the real world of scholarship committees, deadlines are deadlines. Keep up to date on all deadlines by consulting the local scholarship book at the SSC Google Classroom, as well as our counseling department page at our school website.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes will be meeting Wednesday morning at 7:10 in the SSC. They invite you to come and enjoy some donuts and a short devotional. Everyone is welcome.
All right, we're going to toss it over to MHS Principal and Blaine Maxwell's personal friend, Mr. Bolin, for some information about the upcoming SAT testing season for juniors.
Good morning, good afternoon, Happy New Year to all my fellow artisans. Welcome back. We are now talking about SAT testing season. That is totally new for the students here at Martinsville High School, the juniors and seniors. We did not have SAT testing in the past. That was part of the accountability for the state of Indiana. Instead of having I-STEP and I-LEARN like has been in the past, you're now, as juniors, going to take the SAT test, and that's going to occur March 2nd. And in order to get you prepared for the SAT, we're going to have an after-school SAT prep program that's going to start here this month. I'm going to be talking with the juniors today during RD period after these announcements are done. We're going to talk about what is going to be an incentive program that we're going to offer to you to try to help you get ready for the SAT test. It will help on any applications that you have for college. It can help you for scholarships or for any programs that might require an SAT endorsement or an SAT score. So that's something we're going to do. Now, freshmen and sophomores, we'll meet with you this week as well, because you need to start getting ready for the SAT your junior year. Start getting ready now. We don't need to wait until the junior year for you to start getting ready for the SAT, because there are certain strategies you can use in the SAT format to help you get the best score possible. And one thing we found with the SAT, if you take it twice, your scores improve enormously. My son's score went up 120 points on the second test. So it is an important thing to take advantage of. So we'll talk to you more about that. And you already heard the gentleman talk about scholarship offerings for seniors. As underclassmen, you need to start thinking about this stuff now and start preparing for your future right now. Now I'm going to kick it back to my personal friend Blaine and Elias.
So last week, the CDC changed their COVID-19 restrictions. How does that impact us here at MHS?
Well, this is obviously a fluid situation, and we want students to really pay attention to trying to keep yourself safe during this new Omicron variant that they're talking about. Before Christmas, I was out for 10 days because of COVID, and I can tell you it is not fun to have. It hit our whole family, and it has my mother-in-law in critical care right now. A really, really dire situation. But we want you guys to be safe. And the best way to stay safe, social distancing, washing your hands, continue to do that on a regular basis. Now, the CDC guidelines say if you are going to be a close contact with somebody, you're now only going to be out instead of 10 days, or 14 days. They had those different options, 7, 10, 14. You're going to be out for 5, come back on the 6th, come back with a mask. That is if you do not have a fever or that your fever has stopped without having fever-reducing medication like Tylenol, ibuprofen, or stuff like that. So for 24 hours, if you're fever-free, you'll be able to come back. Or if your other symptoms, maybe a sore throat, aches, pains, some of those type of things, if they're lessening, you're going to be able to come back to school. So they have reduced the number of days, which will keep students in school. We want you to stay in school healthy. So remember, wash your hands, do the social distancing, don't share food, Don't do things like that, and you'll probably be in better shape. This new Omicron variant is very, very contagious. It's not as severe, which is a great thing to hear, but you can still get it. Monitor your symptoms. If you feel that you are ill or not feeling well, stay home. You're not going to get dinged here. We have our Google Classroom. You'll be able to continue to get your work, but that will protect the students and the staff around you. So if you don't feel well and you have some of those symptoms, stay home. We'll take care of getting you caught up academically, but we need you here if you are healthy. But the only way for us to stay during this surge will be all of us to do our part, and we'll be in good shape.
Thank you, Mr. Boland. We do have sports for tonight. Boys basketball at home, freshmen and JV at 6 o'clock, and varsity at 7:30.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Birthdays today: Ethan Atkins, Jasmine Horton, Joanne Monroy, Demarie Pablo, Piper Thacker, Charlotte Thatcher, and Damian Zimmerman.
That's it for today's announcements. For Elias Elsner and the rest of the RTV2 class, I'm Blaine Maxwell.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. And remember, enjoy the ride.